Hello again, or hello for the first time possibly. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas, where I finally show the frickin' border collie that I've been working on the last 2 days. Now, this really shouldn't have taken me 2 days to do. It wasn't 2 full days, it was maybe only about 4 hours in total, which is quite sad actually. But, like I said the other day, I have things to do, and actually that's not true. Well, I do, but the days just seem to be flying by, and I don't know why. But anyway, so this is going to be a little border collie puppy dog, just a border collie dog, popping out of a present. So I needed to make kind of like a square thing, which there's probably an easier way to do this, but I haven't looked up how to do it in Sculptress. ZBrush, easy, I know how to do that, but I said using Sculptress, a little different. Same principle, just a little different. Oh, God, my throat's dry. And then I'm drinking Iron Brew, the 1901 stuff, which I finally found. Of all places, Home Bargains, which I never thought I'd find it there, of all places. But it does sort of taste a little different, I think. But whether that's my brain thinking it should taste different and I'm succumbing to marketing, we don't really know. But it's supposed to be limited edition, and people are selling this. Convenience store selling it for like £7 a freaking bottle. Didn't cost me £7. I would never pay £7 for a bottle of pop or soda, whatever you want to call it, or juice even. Which confused me when I first came here. Do you want some juice? Oh yeah, hand me either pop or diluting juice, which is like, what diluting juice? It's just diluting juice. You put a bit in a glass, you add water, there you go, juice. But anyway, it's supposed to be a Christmas dog. So yeah, you got this fancy Iron Brew for Christmas and different Pepsi flavors, and actually I don't know what else is coming up. Of course, you got Coca-Cola in the glass bottles. Everybody seems to want, but no. So yeah, Christmas stuff everywhere because there's 15 days, so people are panicking. Well, not really. Well, you would think they are. People in the shops are. It's like, really, you got 15 days. You buy something now, it's gonna go bad. Really. But, so yeah, I was messing with the dog here. It looks really odd. Not so dog-like at the moment. It kind of, sort of like a dog. The ears are kind of a border collie. They kind of remind me of our border collie who's got radar ears, but not most, but a lot of border collies have that. Some have the floppy ears. One of her ears was, when she was 4 months old, was kind of floppy, but they all went bing and went straight up. But which was a shame because the floppy ear was quite cute, but I'm trying to make the ear hair a little furry-ish, furrier, I don't know. It looked like fur rather than just straight up ears. And make sure you got the thing, the stripe down the bridge, because not all border collies have that with the white and black. You get tricolored border collies, of course, but you do. It's very recognizable as a border collie with the white against the black, or brown, or red. You get red border collies. Get tricolor. You get all kinds of border collie colors. Ours is black and white with a bit of brown underneath her skin, or underneath her fur, like her base fur. And then she's got spots on her legs. So when the vet has to shave her to put IV, and you can see all the spots, or when she's really wet. She's speckled like a Cataloosa hound, kind of. And I said that wrong, but that's okay. Which are another cool dogs, Cataloosa hounds. You see them climb trees. They're really cool. But I made the jaw here and added some teeth, of course, previously. It kind of looks like a dog from the side now, especially when I added the nose, which I really like how the nose turned out in here. The couple last noses I've done on, like, the bunny and whatever else, I really like the way the noses have turned out. I don't know why. They just look really nice. They look like proper noses, like, especially this one looks like a proper dog nose. I thought I'd put a tail here, but it doesn't end up working out properly, at least this time. The second time it worked better, but this time it just looked like he had a slug on his butt, or it kind of looked a little too phallic, we'll say. Get your mind into the gutter, John. But it didn't quite turn out. Or is this the one I kept? This might be the one I kept. I know I tried in a different video, and it didn't. No, I didn't. See, that's not the one I kept. I got rid of that one because it didn't look right. Thought make the body black and white, so because some of them have white chest and white backs. Like her chest is white, big white ruff on her. Originally I was going to make the presents so you get like a ribbon going down the side of the presents, so you mask off the area you don't want to mess with, but it didn't really turn out, so I thought, hey, I'll make like little ribbons. And I should have learned, like my mishap with the scarves from the other day. This doesn't work that well, so why am I wasting time doing this? This was a good 20 minutes of time that I could have been doing something better. But that's okay. You know, with the magic of editing, I can speed it up and you can see how I messed up. Which didn't really work very well. And I don't know what I was going to make a side one. Or, what was I doing? Oh no, I was going to make a box or something. I can't remember what I was doing here. Oh, I was trying to make a lid. That's what I was trying to make here. A lid for the thing. It's like he's popped out of the present. So instead of doing what I eventually end up doing is copying the box and shrinking it down. Which worked a lot better. Instead of me messing with this, trying to make it flat. Which really didn't work. Or did I keep this? I really should have watched these before I do the voiceovers, because I can never remember half the time what I do. No, see, I got rid of that. Maybe I should slow this down, because I can't remember what I've done fast enough. In this, I was just messing with the ribbon around the thing. I didn't like that, so I got rid of it. And then I'm like, okay, I need to make it less boring, because it looks kind of boring here. So let's add some baubles to the box for, like, decoration. I can make them maybe shiny in the finished one. Which would add some decoration to it, which would look okay. And then I just copy and paste things to make the same circle or sphere. And then make, like, decorations. So they act as ribbons themselves. Which actually did turn out okay. Just kind of tedious to get the right angle and copy and paste and, you know, shift and copy paste things. It's just very tedious. But it gets done, and you don't have to remake everything. You just copy and paste it, so it works. But this is why it took me longer than it should have to do this. Lots of copying and pasting. The dog itself only took about less than an hour. Really, it was all this that took the longest. Decorating the box, which I could have just painted it, which would have solved a lot of these issues I have here with all the copying and pasting things. But I'm making it harder on myself for some reason. Not sure why. Glutton for punishment, probably? Probably. But I thought, like I said, I thought the baubles would kind of go with Christmas theme, and it needed, like, decoration, because it was really plain and really lumpy. It didn't really look like a box. It looks more like a cardboard box, actually. Well, you get cardboard boxes for presents, but it's like a puppy stuck in a box. And dogs don't make good Christmas presents. That's all I'm saying. You know, they really don't. I mean, imagine having a puppy, especially a young puppy, around with Christmas and all those people and stuff. That'd be freaking insane. So much work dealing with the puppy and the stress and stuff. Now, wait a week or a couple weeks till after, you know, or before, rather than that day. I know people want puppies or kitties or whatever animals for Christmas, but you would think people wouldn't do that. All the PSA that people give, but people still do. Same thing with Easter. People get chickens, like little chicks and rabbits and stuff, and then the kids get bored with them, and parents don't realize how much work they are until they have them, and then they get rid of them because they're sick of dealing with them. Anyway, I'm rambling, because it's a bit of a bugbear. People getting pets for holidays. Seems like a good idea at the time. Never is. It really isn't. But, so stop rambling, Jen. Stop ranting! But, so I thought I'd make the box. Try to make the box a little square. Is that a word? Square? Yeah, I think it's a word. But this is, I don't even know why I'm doing this, because in the end, it doesn't matter. You don't even really see the box once I've got it all covered with the little baubles. So I thought, like I said, I copied and pasted the square thing to make it flat, to make a lid for the box, which could have been better, but it works for what I need to, because it kind of looks just as rough as that box. I thought I'd put a bow on the box. It would work. It'd make it more Christmassy, or make it look more like a president, like the president, not the president, like a present. So it looks like I said, make it look more like the dog popped out of the box. And then this is the tedious part. Copy and paste all these bloody freaking spheres and over again. Which, I don't know why I did this. I mean, it looks okay in the end, but it just took so long to do. And I was like, okay, let's listen to some really, like, angry music to keep me awake. I don't even remember what I was listening to, but I was like, I need something to keep me awake doing this. I know I'm complaining. This is a very angry video, but that's okay. It's the holidays. People get angry and stressed. They can deny it all they want. And yeah, I'm rambling again, but that's what I do. And I'm not really, this isn't even a tutorial because I'm not showing people how to do anything. I'm just showing how I created the dog in the little spheres, which drove me nuts. I could do it. I don't really want to do a tutorial with Sculptress or ZBrush because there's so much better videos out there that explain things so much clearer than I could. There's a lot out there, and if I do like colored pencil and stuff, I would do some tutorials. This was actually originally supposed to be a drawing, and then I was going to vector it in Designer, but I decided, make it 3D, give it a bit more life. I might still make a vector of it, but I like the way this, I want, talk, Jen. You know, English is your first language, you can speak. It's not like I'm speaking French or Scots or, you know, I let it put the bubbles on the outside of the lid, but it just ended up annoying me, so I didn't do it in the end. I mean, it would have continued it, like, continuation between the box and the lid, but, it was just so bloody tedious. This is a really happy video. Yay! It's the holidays. Let's all get pissed and yell at our family, you know. Mine's like, I don't know how many miles away, thousands of miles away. They're all in Canada. But, so I don't have to do the family Christmas argument thing or, you know, whatever, but, or get annoyed by, I don't know, people cooking things wrong or being politically incorrect, which probably would happen, and I would get probably pissed off and say something I shouldn't. I have no tact, so I probably would end up saying something that would probably not go down very well. So yeah, it's like, happy holidays, screw you. No, not really. But, so this is it done, and then Sculpt just froze here, and I was like, don't crash without saving, because I'd be really annoyed and upset, and they'd be like, But this is the finished puppy, or dog, whatever you want to call it. So he's very shiny and silvery and very red. And his nose was going to be red, like his hat, but I didn't really like that. It was too much red. It was like, no, we'll make his nose like gray or something, because then it looks a little bit better. But that's the side views of that. See, his tail's kind of black and white. And hubby made a turntable again for me, which he's like, it's angled. Like, I don't mind the angle. You know, it looks okay like that. And he was like, a side view. But it looks okay. But yeah, so thank you for listening to me rant about not getting pets for Christmas. Because you shouldn't. And thank you for watching day 10 of Vlogmas. And tomorrow, I'm going to be doing possibly an elf. Hopefully.